One night, I woke up to a faint tapping sound. It wasn't loud, just enough to pull me from sleep. Groggy, I sat up and listened. It sounded like it was coming from the window near the fireplace. My first thought was branches swaying in the wind. The forest was dense and the trees were close to the cabin. I made a mental note to check in the morning and went back to sleep. The next day, I inspected the area around the cabin. Sure enough, a few branches were close enough to scrape the windows if the wind picked up. I trimmed them back with a pair of clippers I'd found in the shed. Problem solved, or so I thought. That night, the tapping didn't return, but something else happened. As I sat by the fire, finishing a chapter of my book, I thought I heard faint footsteps on the porch. I told myself it was probably an animal, a raccoon, or maybe a deer wandering too close. Still, I couldn't resist checking. I opened the door slowly, stepping out onto the porch with my flashlight. The beam of light swept across the wooden planks and into the trees, revealing nothing but shadows. I was about to turn back inside when I noticed something on the edge of the porch. A single muddy footprint. It was small, too small for a bear or anything else that might have been out there. Before I could process it, a gust of wind swept through, rustling the leaves and sending a chill down my spine. I backed inside and locked the door. The next morning, I went back to the spot where I'd seen the footprint, but it was gone. The overnight wind and scattered leaves had erased any trace of it. I told myself I'd imagined it, yet the discomfort still hung in the air. That evening, around 11:30 p.m., I heard the tapping again. It was louder this time. The sound moved from the window by the fireplace to the one in the kitchen.